What's up, y'all? We are going to be going over how to use cue points and where to set your cue points in any DJ software. Like, this is going to work across any DJ software. It doesn't matter if you use Serato, Traktor, Virtual DJ, DJ Pro. It doesn't matter because the cue points are on all of the softwares, and where you want to put these cue points is just going to be dependent on music. So music theory is going to come into play here. I'm going to be giving you guys a demonstration on Serato, but you can use any DJ software. Don't let that get you tripped up. I know a lot of people get so upset that I only talk about Serato, but this process is going to work on any DJ software at all. So stay tuned. I'm going to give you guys a demonstration. Let's go. And setting cue points is really, really important, especially for beat matching. If you want to be dropping tracks, if you use original tracks, setting your cue points is one of the most important skills that you need to have as a DJ, because it's just prepping your music in a way that you can play and you're gonna feel confident every single time you jump on the decks. If you guys don't know me, my name is Andrew Lindley. I got this crazy haircut because I'm going to Jamaica in 3 days. So, you know, I gotta save my hair up because it goes crazy. All right, so we are in Serato now, and I'm just gonna pick any track. This is actually gonna be very helpful because a lot of the tracks that I have here are all originals. I do have a few intro edits that I can show you guys, because when you're DJing live, a lot of times, like most of us DJs, we're only using intro edits. This is one of the big secrets that a lot of people will never tell you, or like other DJs will never tell you, but we are using intro edits because they're made by DJs for DJs to make DJing brainless. Where I don't really like talking about this, but back in my past life, I used to be a big time alcoholic, and I could still go show up to the club and DJ no problem, absolutely blackout wasted, and it was all because I was prepared. And DJing in its essence is a very simple process. Like, there's almost no skill involved at all, and that's why there's a lot of DJs who can go to work, get wasted, and still DJ. So I'm just gonna pick this track here. We got that new Vibes Cartel, and I have a program called Mixed in Key, and what it does is it goes through and just auto drops a bunch of cue points for me. A lot of times those cue points are in the absolute worst location and they're so bad, but because they're just like placed everywhere, I don't really care, and it's very easy for me to like jump in and clean it up very quickly. But there are a lot of guys who get very upset by this. I don't know why. It's just because it's not perfect. All right, so right off the hop, we have our first cue point right here at the first sound on this beat. Something that really trips up a lot of people is that they think that the first sound is always going to be the downbeat. That's not really true, especially with originals, but let's play this. Okay, so this one is, like, this one does drop on the 1 of 1, which is good, right? So this is where my first cue point would be for sure, like without a doubt. It's always going to be on like kind of your downbeat or your first beat. So from there, we're good. This is all like clearly just intro. Still the intro. There we go. So this is our downbeat right here. So this is like the real downbeat. This is kind of where I would be if I were ever to play this original. This is where I would be dropping the track no matter what, just because this is where the song comes in. So if I just drop this song in, people are going to be hyped up because they know it. And if I got to pull it up or something, I would just do something like this. And then bring it back to the top. This is a different process that you would do with extended intros, but if I ever had an original, this is pretty well the only two cue points that I would have on this track. I would just have the first one and then your downbeat. And then if you jump through, so they just placed a few cue points wherever. They're not even in sequence. One is like minutes down the bar. So these are all cue points that were automatically set. But from what I've seen, these two cue points right here are correct. Like, these are the only two that I would be using myself, and they were placed correct. So what I want to do is I want to find one that doesn't start here. Okay, so right off the hop, I know that this track is broken because we got our downbeat starting here. This is not the downbeat. I haven't heard it yet, but I just know it isn't. Niggas screwed it. Yeah, so That is your downbeat. Right here is your downbeat. This is where like the cue point is here, but what's wrong here is the beat grid is incorrect. My cue point's correct, but my beat grid is incorrect. So if you tried to count this out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, like that sounds good, but if you came back to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, that's completely incorrect. So that's something that you need to know. Cue point wise, this is correct. Like this is where I would be dropping it no matter what. If I were mixing it, like if I were DJing, I would probably bring it here. I would scratch it in. I would go, but I would know that I got to drop that on the 4, like the 4-3, I would say, probably the 4-3. I would drop that on the 4-3 and then you're into the track. So that's fine. This one's good. My second cue point though, I would put back here because I keep my first cue point as the downbeat, but my second cue point is going to be like, if I want to mix from here, this is where I'm going to set it. For a second cue point, I don't know because the track comes in hard. Like this is where I would want the song to start. But like for a second cue point, I would just come in here somewhere.
Y'all niggas better lean hands. Hey, motherfucker, niggas better lean hands. With the game round hands, ain't gon' make it. You niggas will get all the bloods out. Hey, you on the concrete, sipping really sick, and I'm from Southside.
So I would come from here. I'm from Southside.
Southside. And I'm from.
I would drop my third cue point right here.
And I'm from Southside. And I'm from Southside, motherfucker.
Like that's where I would kind of drop it in. Like if I were mixing it and I was just to drop it in, I would drop it there at the start of the verse. So those are those two done. The only thing that's kind of different here is once you have intro edits, that's where you can get like a lot funner in a way to set this. So I loaded 2 here. So first cue point, always going to be at the start. If you're using extended intros, the first beat is almost 100% of the time going to be your downbeat. So you want one there. But to make this process super easy, we actually have something here called beat jump, right? So what you want to do, I'm going to set this to, it's probably I don't think it goes by bars, it goes by beats itself. So what you want to do is, let's just go from 4, just so you know. 4 beats going to take you to that second bar. So that's not what we're looking for. You're going to be looking at, because everything is divisible by 4. My next cue point is going to go at the 4th bar. So right here at number 5, boom, we're going to put that there. And then I'm just going to do that again. And then right here, this is going to be like the end of that extended intro. And without knowing anything, we're going to be in the track right here. So you're going to hear Beyonce or whoever singing. Can you handle this? So that whole first area is all extended intro, but I got mine at my 8-bar intro, my 4-bar intro, and then right at the start of the track. So this is where like it really gets important to set your cue points. And if you saw how quick that was, I did that in like 4 seconds by using these beat jump controls. These beat jump controls right here are a godsend. Like they're gonna make your preparation so quick. Let's just do one other track here because we got everything set up already. Let's just do one more track here. This is not an extended intro, but it's probably going to follow the same structure just by looking at it, like visibly looking at it. I can kind of tell, like right here, number 9, because that's the start of the, like your 8-bar intro. Bar number 9 is where the track starts. So let's go back to the start here. I'm going to beat jump 4. So we got our 5, like Serato knows, your DJ software knows, everything here is correct. I'm just going to hit that button one more time. Set my 3rd cue point. Now let's check it out without even listening to the music. All good. We got an intro here. And then 3, we're into the track right now. Boom. If you learned anything from this video, please like and subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Let's go.